Grand Rising, everyone. This is Artists of Truth coming to you once again with another vlog entry. Just recently, it has gone viral, a video of a man dressed up as a woman. It appears to be in a GameStop store of some sort, but uh, he became irate and he became very, very irate, even to the point where he was he was threatening, I should say. He was threatening one of the employees there in the GameStop store. And it was mainly about him being addressed as madam. Now, of course, there are some things that you just shouldn't do, you know. Throwing out threats. You have to be careful who you throw out threats to, because some people will actually get off their job and meet you in the parking lot and probably put something in you. So let's be cautious of who you threat. But furthermore, it was a Caucasian man, and he became irate because one of the employees addressed him as sir. I don't know. I don't quite understand, but I do understand that there is an agenda for for the lesbian, gay, transsexual community. There is an agenda. That's another reason why I feel a lot of bills have been passed, and there are rights in place to protect them. And a lot of times, what most people fail to understand is you have police officers, you have judges, lawyers, politicians, congressmen who are either gay themselves or they practice some sort of pedophilia lifestyle. So what I'm learning more and more now is that this whole pedosexual, I don't know if you've heard of it, strongly recommend you all looking it up, but this pedosexual, transsexual agenda is really being forced upon people. It's like you hear about this being taught in some schools, some public schools up north. I know one of the locations was some school in Canada where they were having a drag queen come in and talk to the young children about being drags, and accepting and saying, if you want to be a drag queen, you can be a drag queen too, and all sorts of nonsense that any normal American, for that matter, would probably not want their child being exposed to something like that, But to get back to the, point of the video, the Caucasian male became irate because he was being addressed as sir. And my thing is this: whether or not you are a drag, people are going to recognize you as just that, as a man. If you are dressed up like a woman, but you are a man and you're not fooling anyone, then if they address you as a man, then that's what it is. It's no reason for you to get combative and upset because you were addressed as a man. I mean, the higher powers that be created you as a man or as a woman. So that's no one else's fault that you're not comfortable with yourself, that you don't love yourself. And this is just facts. A lot of people do not love themselves. And this is the reason why you have grown women altering their bodies for some reason, and they want to try and blame it on, well, men like this and men like that. The question is, what is it that you like? What is it that you love? And the same thing applies for men. It's, to me personally, I feel that it is a mental disorder that you don't love yourself, so you want to try and become something else that you could never become. What's the name? Kyle Jenner, the Kardashian stepfather and whatnot. This was a Olympic gold medalist. He's always been recognized as a man, and even though he has changed his name to Kylie or whatever Jenner, he's still a man. Regardless of if you dress up like a woman, you are still a man. So if you are in your feelings because you are being addressed as a man or a woman, because of course you do have women out here who are, dressed up as studs, but they're dressed up as men, which I never understand that. I'm like, you don't like men, but you want to be like men. But, that's whatever. And you get upset when you are addressed. Like me personally, where I come in contact with a lot of lesbians, with a lot of gay men, but I still address them as, if a man is gay, or even if he's dressed like a woman, I still address him as a man. There ain't shit you gonna say to me or shit that you're going to do to me to get me to change my mindset. Because at that point in time, you're trying to force your lifestyle on someone else. And that is the problem with this country. That is the problem with this society, is people are trying to force their lifestyle on the community. And my thing is, we can't force what we feel and what we believe on the lesbian, gay, transsexual community. We can't do that. There are rights in place that is there to protect them. And furthermore, when it comes to people of color, we need to take more energy and effort into creating bills and seeing to it that these bills are pushed to protect our rights. So, in closing, if you are a woman and you're dressed as a man, or you're a man dressed as a woman, and you want to be addressed as the opposite of who you really are, you can hang that up, because a lot of people are not going to do that. You cannot force anyone to address you as no female, and you're obviously a man. You're not fooling anyone. So stop that shit, stop it. And y'all just have a great day. This shit is so unbelievable.